Look at this venue. What a remarkable scene. And here, Ricky. This bout, a lot of pre-match drama, and they... Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Good defense there to stop that hook. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
So Todd, let me explain to you. We are outside. Nobody can turn the temperature down. Nobody can turn the sun down. When that sun's beating on you, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you get...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. This is not good news for Ricky Hatton. And now they're right back into the fray.
3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Beautiful counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And he scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judges.
There's the bell for round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could change everything in this battle. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
A perfect counter shot. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Jab misses. Good punch. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. It's all offense all the time. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges... Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
the middle. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Missed with that right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Ricky Hatton has been clipped. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there's the bell for round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. Misses with the jab. Counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. So much firepower here. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Fighter will say no mas. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The straight right just misses. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What are you doing?
And there's the bell for round 5. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He threw a punch and just got countered. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Punches coming from every angle. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can't connect with that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
There's the bell for round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Jab slightly off target. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Watch it again. That punch took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
They exchange punches. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Crawford in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it. And there's the bell for round 7. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not out twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter punch caught him clean. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook just can't find the target. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one up. That creates frustration, and that's where it gets hard.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Through the hook, didn't land. Nice punch. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know, round 8, and we're off again. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Perfect counter lands. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is